It's gonna be a minute till it ends up saying, "Hey, you're live."
Well, it's 7 o'clock right now.
Whee!
And it
6
it told me you were
o'clock.
live. It said you were live.
It says I'm live. Awesome.
Well, through Twitch.
Oh, on
Like the
Twitch
Twitch
it says I'm
notifications.
live. It's like smack in the face. You're live. Ooh, excuse
A
you.
notification popped up on my phone.
Okay, so that, yeah, and I'm live on here. So welcome you guys to the Call of Cthulhu campaign. Well, we are back to the interesting layer of nastiness that we ended up going through a couple weeks ago. Actually, let me get onto the right screen. Ah, that looks awesome. That actually looks really awesome. I did a good job. I'm sorry. I made a little...
you did.
Well, looks awesome. Okay, well... Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I was wondering what happened. I clicked on the ruler for some reason.
Oh. Clicking on buttons. Oh, I do that all the time. I like clicking on buttons. But
Button
anyway,
clicking is the best pastime ever.
Totally. Clicking on buttons. But anyway, so, to kind of catch everybody up on what happened, you guys ended up going to the police station. All sorts of hectic ended up going out. Lots of blood, lots of bodies. And
Mayhem ensued.
Scott stepped on the knife.
oh, yeah. He ended up stepping on a knife and impaling himself.
Like a boss. Like a boss, of course.
But, yeah, you guys ended up deciding to, go to the university. But with that, Luffy ended up deciding to go by himself. So, you guys are deciding to go on the train to go to Austin? Am I correct?
Possibly.
I think it was by train that we were gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe we were planning on. Yeah, we were planning on going to Austin. Yep.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and head there, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna take you guys on an adventure. Woo!
Yay! Let's go on a murder train.
Woo! And to kind of show you guys what you're seeing, we've got the seating car, which is right here where you guys are going to be sitting. Then you got the dining car, where you guys are going to be going to go eat your food and things like that. You got your sleepers right here where you're going to be going to rest. This is a pretty much like a little club car. It's mainly for people who are like super fancy and things like that. And right here, these are the sleepers for like the workers. Right here. And then of course you got like your worker station where they're doing the coal and keeping the engine running and things like that. That's pretty much what you're seeing right here. And of course, that's where you guys are seated. There's gamer right there. Daos. Yeah, you guys see where you are, right?
Yeah, very.
Kind of.
Kind of at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have
More
to
or
take a picture
less.
of it real quick.
Are you gonna take a picture of it?
Never mind.
But
The camera's
Yes,
not
and that
wanting.
color,
Oh, there we go. It wasn't wanting to load the train at first.
oh, it didn't. Yeah,
It's loading now.
okay, it's loading. Okay, that good. I'm glad that you're able to see the see the train.
Mm,
But of course you've got Mr. Duncan. He's going with you. And just like what you kind of noticed in the carriage, he's still kind of muttering to himself and kind of still shaking, but he'll still have a conversation with you. But yeah, just like last time he ended up going a little shaky, he's still kind of doing that. Then you've got the lady right here, right behind you. She's kind of... She looks like an escort. And her name is Phyllis Lovelace. Actually, Daos, you know her.
I know who.
You know Phyllis Lovelace, who's right behind you. right behind you guys.
This good one?
Do you have a working relationship with her?
Yeah, and yes, they have a kind of a working relationship. And
Have you seen her naked?
I
It's
don't
strictly
know.
It's strictly business.
Strictly business, but I don't know about that part. We'll keep it hush hush. But there is a lady kind of next to the potties. Right here, that's where the potties are. Right there. And this lady right here, her name is Sherry Shireen. And she is actually pretty familiar with YouGamer. You guys have actually done a couple of jobs before. And I'm talking about jobs like going out and robbing stuff. You actually ended up doing a job down in Arizona where you guys ended up becoming pretty good friends, or more of like acquaintances more than friends, but you know her. You definitely know her. And this lady right here, that's currently right there, her name is Jezebel Fortwort. She is a scientist at the same college that Luvia ended up going to go and research the green substance. You guys don't know her quite well, but you know of her. But the other two gentlemen that are in here, you have no idea who they are. And this this guy right here, he's kind of... He looks pretty big, like someone that you do not want to mess with. He has a few tattoos. He looks mean. He definitely looks mean, and he keeps on looking just at the newspaper. Kind of has a scowl on his face. But this guy, you can't really see clearly. He's almost kind of cloaked a little bit. Like, has something kind of covering him. Like, almost like a blanket, but not quite a blanket. And you can't see anything about him. Can't really see his features. It kind of looks like he's just off in his own little world. Then, of course, you've got, like, your head lady who's in charge of the dining room, and a bunch of waiters, and the cook, and who's cooking. But anyway, you guys, what would you guys like to do? You're on this train. What would you like to do?
Do I have a good relationship with the person I know?
Yes, you've actually... Yes, you do have a very good relationship.
Okay. Then I tell these guys, hey, I'll be right back. And I go sit with my pseudo friend.
Okay, I think you can actually control your character. I hope I gave you the ability
Yeah,
to.
you can.
Oh, okay. So you're going to go over to Mrs. Lovelace. And yes, she is a Mrs. She is married. And she's an escort. It's like, hey, how are you doing, Scott? I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? What are you doing on the train to Austin?
I've been alright, darling, you know. All these very insistent clients are keeping me busy.
Oh.
We just, you know, me and my friends right there, my colleagues, we're on our way for some jig, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, I do know what you mean. Yeah, I'm definitely going to a job down in Austin. That's going to be paying me way a lot of money. And I definitely want that money. I mean, I've got like this huge mansion that I need to pay for. Such the life.
Such the life, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you been?
Oh, I've been okay. Just pretty much just been relaxing a little bit, but you know, we need to pay the bills. So that's why I'm doing this job.
I see, I see. How's the family?
Oh, the family's doing pretty good. My husband is away for a
As
few weeks.
usual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I remember.
oh yeah, he's definitely gone like all the time. But we still gotta pay the bills, and he's just not making enough money like we used to. Like, they've been cutting back on his hours.
Oh. Uh, at least that gives you more time to work, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Definitely gives me more time to work. I definitely need the money right now, because I don't want to lose my home. I love my home.
Yeah, I know. I love your home too, especially your bed.
You're such a tease. You're such a tease. Well, anyways, I need to go to sleep because I'm going to have a long day, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. All right then. I'll catch you later.
I'll see you later. And she'll go and kind of walk off, and this is pretty much her room right here.
Okay. I go back to sitting where I was.
Okay. What else would you guys like to do?
Well, considering I've got absolutely nothing better to do and whatnot, I'll just go between taking a nap, reading the newspaper, and minor things in that regard.
Well, speaking of the newspaper, since you are reading the newspaper, you end up coming across this article.
Ooh.
If you guys remember about Servant Girl. Okay, would someone like to read that?
My English is bad. Somebody with a good English.
Well, I can't see it, so
Okay, go ahead, hubby, if you can see it.
I got it.
Okay.
Servant Girl Annihilator strikes again. Austin, August 30th. Another one of those horrible murders for which Austin has become notorious occurred last night. And again, the servant girl is the victim. At 8 o'clock this morning, Finley Ramon, a maid of 30 years of age, was found lying in a pool of blood, which was the color of the black sky. She had a deep wound in the chest, heart was removed, and the green substance surrounding the wound. No scientists have a current opinion on what the substance is. Ooh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. So you ended up coming across that in the newspaper.
Sounds pretty familiar.
Oh.
yeah, I was about to say that.
So what else would you guys like to do?
Good question.
We should cut out that. How do you call that thing? Article? We should cut out that article and keep it just in case.
Okay, that's a good idea. Definitely keep that for all your clues.
Yeah.
So, do you guys just want to just rest? Do you want to go to the dining room and eat some food? Because they pretty much have an open kind of dining room. They don't really have a particular time that you guys can go and eat. Or do you want to just...
I'll go eat.
You want to go eat?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hungry.
Okay, so you're going to go and eat. What else do you guys want to do? Gamer, what would you like to do?
A lot of hip movement always makes me
Honestly,
hungry. Oh, you might correct me.
I was about to say eat.
Oh, you want to eat too? Go get some foods?
Yeah.
Well, if the whole gang is going and getting food, might as well join them.
Okay. So, I'll just kind of bring you guys down here. And Mr.
I thought he was
Duncan.
gonna say. thought Scott was gonna say since everyone's going to eat, I'm gonna sleep.
That actually sounds like him. Like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Pretty much.
Well, Mr. Duncan, he's gonna come and join you. He's kind of just still kind of shaking a little bit, but he's just trudging along. Just trudging along. Okay, and as you guys end up coming into the dining room, you end up getting greeted by the head lady. Well, hello, everybody. I will get to your order just a moment. The cook is a little bit slow today, but we will get there as quickly as we can. Just go ahead and please be seated.
I am sitting. Can't you see? Are you blind? No, I'm kidding.
Well, excuse me. And then she wands off. Okay, and the waiter ends up coming to you guys. What would you like for your order, sirs?
What are the house specialties today?
Well, we've got a really nice tomato soup with a hint of basil and just a smash of garlic.
It sounds good, actually. I will have that.
Okay, one tomato soup. What else would you like, sirs?
I'll take the sirloin steak, medium rare, please.
Okay, sirloin steak, medium rare. And what would you like, sir?
I would like the tomato soup.
You like the tomato soup too? 2 tomato soups. Okay, is there anything you guys would like to drink?
I'm okay with just water, thank you.
Just water? Okay.
Yes.
Anything else for anybody?
I'll take a bourbon on the rocks, please.
Okay. And what about you, sir? And Mr. Duncan, he's just like, looks kind of
Water.
like close over to where the waiter is. I'll have soup. And then look immediately back down. It's like, oh, okay. Another soup. Okay, I will be right back. Unless you guys need anything else.
We should be fine. Thank you.
Okay. Then he ends up going over to the cook, and you end up just hearing, you can't exactly hear what he ends up saying, but you can tell that the waiter yells at the cook, and the cook ends up going, fine, I'll get it done. And then you don't really hear from the waiter for quite some time. So waiter ends up just pretty much ends up going over here talking to the head lady. And you don't even get your drinks. So, as you guys are waiting for your drinks, you end up looking over at Duncan, and you can see him actually starting to scratch his skin near his hands. Almost to the point where you can almost see a little bit of blood. And he's kind of like rocking back and forth a little bit.
Where's the Uvia when we need him?
I know, right?
Hey, you okay there, buddy?
The voices. The voices. And that's all you hear him say.
What voices are you talking about?
The voices. The voices.
What
Then-
voices?
And that's all he ever says. He just keeps repeating, the voices, the voices, the voices.
Well,
Oh, buddy,
crazy, but
you might need my drink more than I do.
You haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, you haven't even gotten your drink. The waiter's lazy. Kind of smoozing up the head lady.
let me see.
So what would you guys like to do with Mr. Duncan?
I'll just wait patiently, get my drink, and
Just ignore him.
it's like I was saying, it's like, you're probably gonna need the drink more than me. So when I get my drink, you'll be like, oh, here you go, pal. And it's on me.
Okay. What about you, gamer? What are you gonna do?
Honestly, I'm actually trying to think.
Okay. Dos, what would you like to do?
I don't have any drugs on me, do
Do you have medicine?
No, I only have the pharmacy thing.
Pharmacy?
Yeah.
Mm,
Wouldn't that actually contribute towards
yeah, you can try your
drugs?
pharmacy.
Yeah, but I don't know if I have a drug I can basically I want to put some drug in water for him.
Yeah,
So
you won't have, unless you end up doing well on medicine. You can try medicine.
my
But
medicine is
pharmacy's
like
like the
five.
only thing like you could understand like drugs. What drugs you could provide him, but you don't have the drugs.
Oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, you guys can try medicine and see if you can possibly help him.
Good luck on my part, because I
Do we
just got
see
base, so nope.
do we see any waiter
Yeah.
or anything like that around? Anything that looks like a form of authority? Authority. Stupid English.
Are you asking, is there anybody that looks like a doctor around?
No,
Is there a
like
doctor in the
anybody.
house?
We can ask like that, but I want the waiter to ask around the other cars too.
Okay.
But I don't know if we see the
If you
waiter.
can tear him away from the head lady. Because
Yeah, I can
this...
go.
Okay. So you're going to go over
Okay.
to
So I just
the...
tell this guy, say, make sure he doesn't scratch his arm off. And then I go.
And you can just hear them chatting. And it's obvious that they have some sort of connection. like...
Okay. So I go and
Connection. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Uh-huh.
so I listen to them. I do my listening just to see if they're talking about anything in particular.
Yeah, you do your listening. Go ahead and try out your listening. Listening trait. Bleh. And you end up passing. So you end up hearing that they are making plans to meet up in Austin and go to a hotel. Wink, wink.
And
Okay, I better not intrude into that. Perhaps I'll just
Back away.
no, I'll just interrupt them. I was I was thinking about like jumping in the conversation and do like, hey, you guys want company or something?
Is that what you want to do? Well, with that, you can
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that.
You're
I'm gonna
gonna-
go in and
you're gonna do it.
and do that. Yeah.
Okay, then try. Go ahead and do your
persuade or
talk?
something
Yeah,
like
do
that.
your persuade. Your persuade
Persuade.
skill.
Okay.
You end up winning. Oh wow, Dawes, you're good.
Good job, man.
It's kind of rhetorical though, but I'll let it run along.
So they end up hearing you giving that offer, and the waiter is very kind of likes that idea. It's like, oh, yeah, sure, you can join us. Do you even know what we're talking about?
Of course I do. I'm an expert on the subject.
Oh, okay. I just had to make sure, but yeah, sure, you can join us.
She's a private dancer. Dancer for money.
Well, that's very nice
Do
and all,
what
honey,
you
but
want me to be.
before we get to the fun part, I need to ask you a favor.
Oh,
You see that guy over there that's like talking to himself and scratching his arm off?
oh, you talking about that dude that's like kind of rocking back and forth, like saying weird stuff?
Yeah, exactly that one. He might need a doctor. Do you know if there's anybody on board that's a doctor, or if not, we can find someone?
A doctor? No. But I do know that there's this one chemist lady that actually works at the university. If that might help.
Yes, that I guess it's better than nothing, but also if you could look for a doctor just in case, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, sure. Sure. I'll keep looking for a doctor. That's the only one that I know of is that lady up there, but yeah, I'll keep looking.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And by the way, here's the room, if you want to know.
Perfect. I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay. And then he ends up talking to the head lady again, and kind of just like, not shrugs you off, but kind of just like, okay, I want to get back to my business.
Okay, I go back to.
Okay, so you guys notice that he's still kind of rocking back and forth, Mr. Duncan. And that is a doorbell.
Yeah, that's from my house.
Oh, I love that doorbell. That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, that sounds very anime. It reminds me of typical anime in school, like Ranma or something.
Oh, I used to have like one of those awesome clocks when I was like way younger. Like way younger. But anyway.
Reminds me of church bells.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Mr. Duncan, he's still kind of rocking back and forth, scratching himself, but nothing
Yes.
new ended up happening since you left.
Okay, how's his arm? He's like, is he bleeding a lot? Is he like wounding to himself too much or something?
Right now, it's just pretty much like he's just scratching his skin. There's a little bit of, like, almost kind of like
Redness.
cat scratches. Like, not too much blood is, like, going out, but you can see that he is bleeding a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he won't bleed to death with what he's doing.
Who's the strongest among us? I have like 15 strength.
Not entirely sure. What do you have, Scott?
I've,
I have 16.
You're 15 too?
I've got 13.
Oh, you got 13.
So me and Gamer.
So yeah, it seems like it's you and Gamer that have the best strength.
Okay, we could like try to restrain him a little bit so he doesn't scratch himself. Oh, 16. So Gamer's the strongest one. He has 16.
Oh, Gamer has 16. Okay. So he can
I think we should like try and restrain him a little bit, like grab his hand so he doesn't keep scratching himself.
yeah, you can do
If we need to, I can like tie him up with my whip. I have a whip.
tie him with your whip. Yeah, you could do something like that.
Kinky.
Kinky.
Yeah.
With that
I will try to restrain myself from doing further stuff after tying him up.
I'm trying to figure out which one for that one. I would probably say yeah, go ahead and do your just do a regular D100.
Gamer? Or me?
Whoever has the highest strength. Yeah, just do a regular D100.
Okay, trying to get over there.
Okay, you end up tying him down. So he's not scratching him he's still not, he's not scratching him anymore. But he
I'm glad
is,
he stopped scratching me.
yeah, he's not scratching you, but yeah, he's not scratching himself anymore, but he's still kind of rocking back and forth.
Yeah, that's expected. That's okay.
Okay, so you've tied down Mr. Duncan. You still haven't got your food. What would you guys like to do? And you still haven't gotten your drinks either. The waiters are pretty much ignoring you at this point.
Well, I don't think they're gonna get getting a tip.
Yeah, they're pretty lazy on this train. Yeah, this one over here, that's this guy. He's just sitting there reading a book and picking his nose, like literally.
Oh, so he's pulling a Scott.
Yes.
What can I say?
Yeah, he is literally doing nothing but reading and digging for gold.
Oh, found a good one. There it is.
That's so gross. Yeah, what would you guys like to do now? Because you, just to kind of give you FYI of like the time, it is getting around like 8 p.m. at night. And you guys won't be arriving for another day. You ended up being on the train for a little while.
Does anybody want to go and talk to the waiter that's picking his nose and make him hurry it up?
Of reading a book and picking his nose.
Hey, he's multitasking.
That's very hard to do.
So who would like to go and talk to the nose picker?
I nominate you, and then I point towards Scott the dancer. I nominate you.
All right, I'll do it. So, get up.
Since you got like the chime.
Yeah, and go talk to him.
Yeah, and he's just like, he looks up at you, and then he goes back to his book. Like almost like ignores you completely.
I go closer to him, like a little uncomfortably close, but looking at his book and ask him, "Hey, honey, what's that book about? It looks interesting."
I don't know.
Oh, you look like a smart lad.
I'm sorry. I saw this book. I ended up getting it from this one person that's oh, I forgot his name. But yeah, I ended up getting this book from him. And he said that this would be good for my education, so I was like, okay, I'll read it.
I try to glance at it quick and see what it's about.
Okay, do a... Okay, actually, I'll just give it to you, since you're so close. It is
I just picture it being like a picture book.
No, it isn't a picture book, no. It is a book of police investigation.
So that's all I get from quickly glancing at it?
Yes, that's pretty much all you get from it.
Okay.
Then he ends up kind of looking at you like...
Yeah, so I go like, I see, yeah, education is important. You know about, I guess you have already learned about spirits and possessions, right?
Spirits? Possession?
Yeah, like ghosts, you know, the dead, when they grow restless and they possess spirits of other people and start killing each other. You see that guy over there? And I point at Mr. Duncan.
Oh, you mean that guy that's like twitching over there?
Yeah, he's got like apparently he's got a bad case of spirit possession. And they say it's contagious, you know. Well, I'm sure you already know that since you're so informed about everything, right?
Oh, and he
You're
ends
so
up blushing a little bit. It's like, I'm not that smart, but he looks
I'm
like
sure
he's
you
on
know it already.
something.
You don't need to be modest with me. The thing is, um, we've been waiting for our food for a good while now, so I'm sure that someone as educated as you could go and convince the cook to hurry up a little bit.
Oh, him? Oh, no. He hates me. He
I'm
thinks
sure he
I'm
can make something
stupid.
work, because otherwise, that guy over there that's being possessed, he won't get his food. If he doesn't get his food, he will probably turn to eat, other kinds of meat, something more alive and very present in this train. So
Like bugs?
I would hate for him to, happen to be in your room at night.
And he kind of just has like that coxswill or that his coxswill are just like slowly turning. He's like, oh, and then finally he finally realizes what you're talking about. He's like, oh, yeah, I don't want that. Sure, I'll go talk to him. That's scary. Oh, I don't want him eating my bones. So yeah, he ends up after you ended up saying that, he kind of got the scared look on his face and immediately went to the chef. It's like, hey,
Goodbye.
dude, they haven't got their food yet. And the chef's like, well, they can wait a few minutes. It's got to be perfection. That's what cooking is. And he's just like, but, oh, shut up, you stupid butthole. But he says other words. And he, your phone stroke again? Okay, gamer, try to get back here. But yeah, it's obvious that chef is a total butthole. And then he ends up, fine, if they want it so quickly, here, and just smacks it kind of like on the waiter. And he's like, oh, okay. And he slowly gives you food, but it's kind of obvious that some of it ended up going on him. He's like, here.
He's got tomato stains right all up and down his
Yeah,
collar.
he ended up getting like tomato stains like on his face, on his shirt, a little bit on the book. And he's like, here you guys go. And here's your loin. And it was actually just on a fork. It looked like it was well done. And he's like, sorry. And he felt so bad that he kind of just ran off. He completely just ran off and went to his room and started crying.
Oh, well.
I just start looking at my steak and I'm like, if he wanted more time to cook this, I'm glad I complained now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Just start going into it.
Yeah, me too.
But, so what you gonna do with Mr. Duncan's food? Are you gonna feed it to him, or are you gonna just, like, let him stick his face in it?
We'll have
feed him
Gamer
one
feed it
spoonful at a
feed
time.
it to him.
You'll feed it to him?
Yeah, Gamer will. Since he's not here. Ha ha ha.
I'm here.
Ah, damn it!
Well, Gamer, do you want to feed Mr. Duncan?
Beat him like a pig.
Oh, you just stick a full face in it. You guys are cruel to Mr. Duncan. Okay, as Gamer feeds Mr. Duncan, I'll put him over there. Mr. Duncan, he ends up eating a little bit of it, and then he ends up looking at you, Gamer. And suddenly, he ends up ripping off the whip. Or, it was the whip, what? Right? You ended up
I
kind of
guess
with
so.
the whip? Okay, he ended up ripping off the whip.
My whip, no!
And he ended up jumping out.
Jumping
Of
out
the
of
train.
the train?
He jumped out of the train.
Shit. My whip.
And he's gone.
That's the least of your concerns.
The
Quick!
guys,
Somebody call the train constable!
there's a train constable? Oh, that's
And,
interesting.
well, of course, the head lady ended up immediately see this, even though she was kind of up in her flirting mode. She ended up hurrying up and going over here and going, oh my gosh, and started screaming and going, ah! And, the waiter, he didn't really care. And she ended up immediately running to the front of the train and started talking to, pretty much telling people to stop the train, stop the train, stop the train. And you're persuading?
I'm sorry, I was clicking the other thing.
Okay. I was like,
I
oh,
wanted
did
to
I
click
miss
the
something?
ticket. I forgot to put the ticket when I succeeded.
Okay. But yeah, she ends up immediately stopping the train. And what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to go search for him?
I'm okay with leaving him there.
You don't want to
Yeah,
search
he's
for
lost
him?
cause.
We can send a search party. Just remember what time is it? I want to see the time.
Wait,
It is, the time that he ended up jumping out, it's around like 9:30 p.m. It's pretty
so
dark.
So it's dark out.
Yeah, so let's just in the next stop we should inform of that to the police.
Yeah, because chances are
and they can send a search
time-
party or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
chances are by the time that they brought the train to a stop, it was where he jumped out was a good half mile to a mile back.
Okay. Well, there is going to be a couple of people who are going to be going out there, like a couple of the workers. They ended up going out there, and they ended up coming back in, and they ended up going up to James, which is you, Scott.
Okay.
And they ended up saying, I'm so sorry about your friend. All we could see was like a trail of what it's supposed to look like blood, but it didn't look like blood. And we couldn't find any body or anything. And this the search party ended up taking it to almost midnight.
Okay. Now, you're saying that it looked like blood, but it wasn't blood? Was it a different color? Was it darker?
Yeah, it was like way darker. Here. And he actually ended up kind of giving it, like a cloth to you. And it was like almost black. It was like a blackish color.
Okay. And just from looking at it, does it look like the same type of blood that we found in the cell?
Yes.
and in the case of that newspaper.
Yes, exactly. Case in that newspaper.
Interesting.
Did anything happen to Mr. Duncan when we were back in the police station or whatever?
He
I
ended
don't
up getting
remember.
that green substance on his hands.
Ah, he touched the green substance. Yeah, we made him touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Ha. Well, experiment succeeded. We know now what it does to the touch. So we
Yeah, it
probably
causes you to jump off a train.
yeah, makes you jump off a train.
Yes, it makes you. Yes.
Well. We still have a sample of that, right?
Luvia has it. So you guys don't have it. He does. He's actually over at the college studying it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I will write a letter for now to Leivia. What was his character name? I forgot.
His character name is, let me actually pull it up. Silver.
Silver. Okay, I will write a short letter to Silver
Oh, did
explaining
you?
the
No,
situation.
we didn't lose connection.
I'm lost connection.
Okay, then redo it, hun. He's trying to
Just he's
cheat.
recovering lost connection.
Yeah, Scott ended up losing connection.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do with all this information? You want to go write a letter to him?
Yeah, I will write a letter and send it, as soon as we come to a stop.
Okay. So you
We-
ended up sending a
next
letter
station
to
or whatever.
Luvia.
Explaining to him the situation and that the thing, what happened. I mean, what happened to this guy, and about also the newspaper thing.
Okay.
The
So kind of give the information to Luvia. Or to Silver, I should say Silver. There you go, hubby. Are you back?
I am back. There we go.
Okay, there you go. So Dos or Scott ended up deciding that they're going to be sending a letter of the information to Silver, who's studying the green substance.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you just want to go to sleep?
Do we have somewhere to put the? Did we also get a sample of the black blood?
Yeah,
thing?
you ended up getting that cloth from one of the people that went out to search for
No, I
Mr.
mean
Duncan.
in the previous encounter in the police station, we also got a sample of black blood, right? And
Yeah, you
Lydia
ended up getting
should
a
be
sample
also...
of, yes. You ended up
Okay.
getting a sample of the green and the black.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I guess we don't need to keep this one then,
Okay.
or do we? What do you guys think?
You guys want to keep it?
I would say keep it just in case.
Do you have somewhere safe to keep it where
Yeah,
we don't touch
I'd
it?
say keep it.
Okay, so you guys want to keep it?
Because just to make sure it
Give me
was
1
the
second.
exact same thing, to conclude that it was that.
That is a good point. That's definitely a good
I'll
point.
be right back.
Okie dokie. So,
Because for all we know, he could have been on crack cocaine or something like that.
that's definitely understandable.
Because the way he was shaking and scratching his skin and everything.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. Get as much information as you can. So, now what would you guys like to do?
Sleep.
Sleep?
Yeah, I'd say it's about time to go back to the to our cabin and get at least 30 winks.
30 winks. Okay, so...
At least minimum.
Okay, so...
Scott is not having the best connection
No,
right
it's-
now.
I'm a firm believer of getting as much. I'm a big firm believer of getting as much sleep while you can, because sometimes sleep is fuel.
Yeah, exactly. Sleep can definitely be fuel. And yeah, your connection is horrible, hubby.
Yeah.
Okay, so... To kind of speed up time...
I am sorry. I'm not sure what's going on.
It happens. But anyway, so to speed up time, you got the train ended up going. You guys end up going to sleep. Nothing ends up really happening at the middle of the night.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, nothing. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. We're ended up going to sleep. You
Welcome.
guys are going to bed now.
Okay, sounds good.
But anyway, so yeah, nothing really happens in the middle of the night. But right around like 7 a.m. in the morning, Eugene ended up getting a knock on his door. What would you like to
I don't want
do?
to get up. I guess open the. Hold on, actually. Let me.
You want to open the door?
Sure.
Okay. So you end up opening the door, and you end up seeing Sherry right at your door. And she's like in a panic. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I needed to talk to you. I need to talk to you." She is
An acquaintance.
an acquaintance.
Oh, okay.
An acquaintance of Eugene. But she's like, "Oh my gosh, Eugene. I know we are not supposed to like talk to each other anymore because of you know what that happened in Arizona. We needed to separate, but I really need to talk to you like immediately."
What?
Well, I ended up seeing that your friend jumped out. And I think that other guy was just like kind of almost doing the same thing that your friend was doing. Kind of like
Which
the
other guy?
shaking. The guy that was, I don't know if you noticed him. He kind of was wearing like almost like a cloak, and he was sitting like way in front of the train. Like he ended up doing the same thing, and I noticed it, as well as your friend.
I guess I can talk to the rest of the.
So the guy at the
people
front of the
and-
cab?
Wait, what was that, hubby?
No, never mind. Excuse me.
Okay. So you want to inform the rest of the gang?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gonna just blah them?
Sure.
Okay, so gamer.
Use the rule of law.
Yeah, he's used the rule of law. You guys are now informed. So what would you guys like to do? And she ends up pretty much like running off because she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be near you, Eugene, because you told her not to talk to you because of the whole Arizona thing that happened. Because you don't want police to know that you two ended up doing stuff in Arizona.
Especially since she's one room
Because
away.
whatever Because what happens in Arizona stays in Arizona.
Oh, exactly. But what were you saying, gamer?
Especially since she's one room away.
Oh, I know, right? She has to stay close, but tries not to talk to you too much. So, what would you guys like to do? Do you want to try to talk to this dude? Or do you guys want to just wait until tomorrow? Because you're going to be arriving tomorrow. Tomorrow early morning.
Well, if the guy's showing the same type of symptoms as Duncan, we might want to talk to him sooner rather than later, because the guy might lose his mind.
That is true.
I'm sleeping.
You're
The man is
sleeping?
liable to lose his mind.
You guys are just sleeping?
I think I agree with Scott.
Okay, so Eugene and James wants to go, but Scott's gonna be sleeping.
He wants his beauty sleep.
Oh yeah, he definitely needs his beauty sleep. Okay, so do you guys want to go over there and talk to him? Because he's currently sitting right... Let me actually pull up. Right here. This is the dude that she was talking about.
So the guy hasn't moved at all?
No, he has not moved at all. I actually should probably put her to sleep, though. She's to sleep. And
Hello
he...
there.
There
He's
we go.
asleep! He's asleep! You're all asleep!
Whoa! Hello, gamer. Right in this business.
Like, I'm gonna get right up in your business.
Okay, so
It's business time.
I don't know if it's that kind of business. But anyway, so you can see he's kind of covered up. But anyway, he's like covered up. It's not quite a cloak, it's more like a blanket almost that's covering up his face. And he kind of looks over at you, but kind of like does not want to show his face. And he kind of mutters to himself a little bit, but doesn't say anything. So what do you guys want to do?
Pardon me, sir. Do you mind if we bother you for just a moment?
Then he kind of looks up a little bit over at James. Thank you so much, Tim Raw, for that amazing host. But anyway, yeah, he goes up and looks at James. And you could kind of hear him say, James? But then he looks back and he looks away. Like, almost like he knows you.
Do I recognize the voice at all?
Do a listen check.
Listen.
And yes, you do not recognize the voice. It sounds like you recently have talked to him. Not like recently, but like within the year. You've talked to him.
Well, I'm sorry, but you seem to have me at a disadvantage, sir. You know me, but do I know you?
Then he kind of just shakes back and forth, kind of like what Duncan was doing. And he's kind of itching himself, but... thank you so much for that amazing host. But yeah, he's kind of itching himself, but not... Oh, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, I thought that was a host, but thank you for the follow. You fell back to sleep? Your phone did it again? You'll be back in a minute? Okay. Come on, gamer, we can get back in there. But yeah, he ends up kind of looking at you. And he's like, I can't talk to you. I can't.
Oh, you can't? Oh, what's keeping you from talking to me? There's nobody here except for us.
And then he ends up like shaking, but not shaking like Mr. Duncan was, but shaking like he's crying. He's tearing up and crying. Like, I can't do this anymore.
It's all right, sir. Keep a hold of yourself. No one's here to harm you.
No one's here to
we're
harm
friends.
you while I'm not around. I'm sorry. But he ends up... Okay, go ahead and do a persuade check.
Persuade?
Actually, no, do psychology. Do a psychology check and see if you actually can calm him down.
Psychology. Yeah, this is a snowball's chance. Yeah, not a chance in the world.
So he's still kind of like in his own little... He actually kind of goes a little bit away from you a little bit. He's like, I just can't. I just can't. And he still is rocking back and forth.
Well, is there someone we can get you? Somebody whom you can talk to?
And he ends up interrupting you halfway through. He's like, no. No one can help me in this situation. Not even my wife. And he kind of, like, right when he says my wife, he kind of just shuts up immediately. Like, oh, crap, I shouldn't have said that.
You know, I found that keeping things from one's spouse always just makes matters even worse. If there's somebody that you can trust, at least let it be her.
Then he kind of looks at you a little bit. He looks down. And now do a persuade check.
Persuade?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just barely missed it.
Barely. Okay. So he kind of looks at you. He looks down. And he ends up saying, James, I can't tell my wife. But can you keep something?
I'm sorry, you broke up. I could barely get that.
Oh, sorry. He ends up saying, sorry, I can't tell my wife. I can't. But can you keep something?
Of course.
And he ends up grabbing your arm. And you can see that there are scratches on his arm. And he ends up saying, it's me. It's Richard.
Okay.
Richard Fillmore?
Richard!
And
What happened?
he's kind of just shaking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's like, I touched the green substance. It happened all so fast I don't even remember. I can't go back to my wife. I don't know if this is contagious or not. And
Richard.
Oh, go ahead.
Richard. Let's take this back to one of our bunks. We have a room car, and let's give ourselves a little bit more privacy. And if anything, we see what we can do to help you.
And he ends up kind of like, okay, but I can't show you my face. I can't.
I can respect that, but by all means, allow us to try and help you if in any way we can. Restrain you. If worse comes to worse, restrain you, hold you until we can get to Austin where you can get help.
Okay. But promise me you'll protect me.
We'll promise to protect you, and on that same note, if worse comes to worse, we promise to protect others from you if that happens.
Okay. Lead the way.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are going back to your bunk?
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna follow you guys. And I'll kind of just put you guys right down here. And he's still covering up his face and whatnot. And he ends up saying, thank you for being so understanding, James. Thank you so much.
Glad I can do what I can to help you. Well, that's what a friend's for.
So, what are you guys doing here?
We were in the midst of an investigation and on our way down to Austin. On the heels of some type of lunatic. Goes by the alias of Servant Girl. Or Servant Girl Annihilator. Some business like that.
Oh, we need to get Gamer. Let's get Gamer back in. If I can get Gamer back in.
If I could turn back time. Sorry.
Okay, come on. It's not wanting me to. Actually, can you call Gamer? I don't know if you can, hun.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't have him on my contacts
Oh,
list.
okay.
So.
Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get Gamer back in. Sorry, it was taking me a little bit. But anyway, he ends up... Okay, there we go. I'm calling Gamer. But yes, he ends up kind of just lifting up his... he ends up lifting up his blanket a little bit, and he ends up saying, "Are we safe here?" And who are... You're back!
We
Oh,
should be.
welcome! Welcome back. You guys ended up going to the room with Richard Fillmore. You ended up discovering that this guy is Richard Fillmore, and he has, like, the same stuff that Mr. Duncan had. And he ends up...
So,
What was your question?
go on ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, he ends up lifting up his, like, "Are we safe?"
We should be.
Okay.
Now, Richard,
Yes?
how did you come in contact with this green substance?
To be perfectly honest, I don't remember. I don't remember anything that happened. All I remember is just waking up in this train, and my skin felt like it was burning. And then, like, I keep on hearing, like, this voice in my head. That's all I got. I'm sorry, I can't be any more helpful.
What are these voices telling you? Or this voice?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. It's like a different language. It almost sounds like it comes from Africa. But that's about it. I don't understand.
Is the voices getting louder? As time progresses, what's changing?
Not much, to be honest. It hasn't really changed. It kind of seems like the voices are going in and out. Like, it gets better and gets worse over time.
Okay. You say that sounds like a different language.
Yes.
I know this might sound a little odd, but as time progresses, do you feel what the voices are saying is more or less intelligible? Is it starting to make sense what it's saying, or is it still just nothing but gibberish?
Right now, it's nothing but gibberish. Right now.
Okay. Well, if you promise me that if the voices start to, well, make sense, tell me immediately. Do not stay silent.
Okay. I trust you, James, and I will.
Right. Now, we'll make sure to have somebody with you at all times, but I would recommend that.
Whoa.
I'm not sure if it's a wise idea for you to fall asleep this time. Somebody dogs barking?
Yeah, I
hear
think so.
dogs barking in the background.
And I also hear you kind of chopping, but that's okay. I kind
Yeah.
of got what you meant. But as you guys are kind of talking, suddenly you end up hearing this in this room right here.
Hearing what now?
Did you guys hear it?
No.
I got nothing.
It's a scratching noise. You end up hearing something
Oh.
scratching in the other room. I'm actually kind of sad that you guys didn't hear it.
Okay,
Like,
so
was it through the Roll20?
Oh no, it's actually supposed to go through VC, but yeah,
Oh.
it's a scratching noise. You hear like a scratching noise in the other room.
is it this room? The one I just pinged?
No, it's in this room next to Daos.
Oh, I just realized those dogs barking. They're the neighbors. They're
Oh, the
there's
dog's
people driving
barking.
by. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, that is okay, gamer. But what would you guys like to do? And as well, before you decide anything, immediately as you guys ended up kind of talking, Richard ends up immediately going, "Oh no, they're here," and ends up covering his face again. Like completely covering his face and curling up into a ball.
Who's here?
And he doesn't speak anymore. He ends up
Okay.
going back into like the fetal position and rocking back and forth.
Okay. Richard, stay in the corner. I pull up my sidearm and we're here to protect you.
And he keeps on rocking back and forth, doesn't say anything. Okay, what do you guys want to do? You hear the scratching noise in the room next to Daos.
Am I still asleep or did I wake up from
You are still asleep, yes.
Yeah.
Could we possibly wake up dogs?
Yes, you can go into his room and wake him up. Who would like to do that?
Okay. You stay here. You protect protect Richard. I'll be right back. We step out into the hall.
Got it.
Start making my way down to.
You got the wrong person, hun.
Oh, my bad. Start making my way down.
Making my way downtown. Sorry.
Walking fast, and she's taking a bound.
Okay, so are you gonna yell at Daos or Scott? Yell at Scott to wake up.
I am not going to yell. I'm going to. It's. I suspect that since we were just in there before we left, that I know that the door's unlocked. So I just kind of open up. I'm like, Scott, wake up. You just kind of softly, not being too loud, try and get Scott up as quietly as possible.
Throws a bucket of water on him.
Okay, Scott.
Do I wake up?
Yep, you end up waking up. So what do you want to do now?
I will get dressed first.
Get dressed.
Yeah, I will.
The
I sleep
nude.
without my clothes on, so yeah. Is the noise still scratching, or was it that just that one time?
Who? Who's still scratching?
That noise. Do we still hear it? Is it like constant, or
It was
do we-
just. It was that. It's
That one time?
like on and off, on and off.
Oh, on and off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know if I hear it again.
Yeah, you
Right.
should definitely hear it since you are awake and it's right next to your room. You should definitely hear it.
Okay. So I asked James, Hey, what's going on?
Well, it's
What?
remember that guy at the front of the cab that was kind of in that giant. Well, it was come to find out it was actually Mr. Fillmore, and we brought him back to our room, and we've been trying to talk with him. And that scratching that you hear right there, it's well, into a fit, and well, we're trying to investigate what's going on.
Huh. Interesting. Well, let's go check out the room, I guess. It's not like we can do much other than that.
Okay, so you guys go check out the room. Are you
Yeah.
guys gonna just go right into the room, or are you guys gonna? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna listen first.
Gonna listen? Okay, go ahead and do a listen check.
Since I'm guarding that dude, I'll
Wow.
be right back.
Okay. You end up failing, and okay, so James ends up still hearing that scratching sound, but with that scratching sound, it almost sounds like the scratching is taking footsteps.
Okay. Now, with the door that's leading into that room, is it like? Does it have a is that got a keyhole or something that I can possibly peer in through?
The door is actually slightly open.
Are the lights on or off inside?
Back.
The lights are on, yes.
Inside
you-
the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should we like slowly open the door and peer into it?
Is that what you guys want to do?
I wouldn't even open it up. Since it's slightly I'd peer in through the crack and see if I can get a beat on what.
Through the crack and so that it has since it's open.
Okay, go ahead and both of you, go ahead and do a sneak check.
Sneak?
Yeah, do sneak.
Okay.
Yay. Got it.
Okay, it looks like you both got, or did you do one, Hub? I don't.
I've yet to roll.
Okay,
Oh, there
you
it
haven't
is,
done
there
it.
is, there it is. Couldn't.
Okay, so you both ended up being sneaky and you got a crit. Okay.
Yeah, I got a crit on my sneak.
Okay, so you guys end up peering through the door. You end up feeling a draft, kind of like a window is open. And you end up seeing a shadow. But the shadow looks very, very, very weird. It looks human, but it's not quite human. It looks like this human has like almost like empty spaces within his body.
That's pretty cool.
Empty spaces?
Uh-huh.
Like he has holes of himself missing?
Yes.
Weird.
Like all you see is the shadow. You don't see it, but you see the shadow. So what do you guys want
Just-
to do?
I kind of stay there and continue watching this, see if anything changes. Like, see if they
Okay, go ahead and do a
it's
spot hidden.
pacing back and forth.
Okay, go ahead and do a spot hidden check. And you end up seeing the
Okay.
foot of the being, and you see that it has absolutely no skin. Go ahead and do a sanity check. And you did not see anything, so you did not see. So, James, do a sanity check.
Ought to. That is a critical success.
Okay, you are not faced by it. You end up seeing the pretty much bones of a foot. And you get absolutely nothing. Okay, I
It's
need...
like, meh.
Okay.
I've seen worse.
You've seen worse? Okay. I'm going to be needing your guys' dexterity.
Mine is
Mine too.
Yep. Every single one of you.
13. Mine is 13.
Okay.
Mine's 13.
Dex 14.
Okay, so 13, 13, and 14.
Yep.
Okay. As I'm doing this, what do you guys want to do?
Good. Well, this entire time I would have been doing this. I would have been having my sidearm up and out, ready at the fire, and so I'd end up based off of like where the foot kind of, I don't know, almost aim my shot, prepare my shot.
Okay, so you're gonna aim your shot. Okay.
I'll just
If
take
that
my.
makes any sense.
Yeah, I get what you mean. What are you gonna do, Daos?
I'm just gonna equip my switchblade and my small knife, one in each hand. Or actually, just a small knife. I don't need a switchblade,
Okay.
just in case. Cool.
And Gamer, he's not here. Gamer, what do you want to do? Okay. I want you guys to do another sneak check.
Okay.
Another sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay, you end up doing it well. Okay, what about you, Hub?
There you go.
Yep, you
I
end
did.
up...
I passed. Not quite a critical. One more. 9 would have been a critical, but yeah.
Okay. So you guys ended up getting it. Okay. Well... Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than it should. Okay, as you guys end up kind of being sneaky... Ba-blam! You end up seeing the full entire body of a skeleton. And he is just walking around. He's just pretty much walking back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
Can you?
So since I was doing basically taking an aim shot, kind of waiting. Once that skeleton comes into full come into full sight, I line up my shot with I don't know, its skull, its head. Take a shot.
Okay. Go ahead and do your do just a regular D100 and see if you actually get it.
Die 100.
Mm-hmm.
Die
Or wait,
100.
who was 14? Who was 14? Was it you, hubby?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm 14.
Okay, I got that mixed up. My bad.
No. 82 out of 100.
Okay, so you absolutely missed. You went right past one of his bones in his ribs. And you ended up hitting the wall.
Okay.
Okay, and Daos, it's your turn.
Okay. Since I'm like hidden and sneaking or whatever, I try to cut one of his feet or knees, something like that, somewhere where I see like weakness. One of the, how do you call these things? The joints?
Oh, the joints?
Yeah,
Okay.
I go for one of the joints to cut with my knife.
Okay, so how close are you with the skeleton? Are you like right about here?
I guess so. I mean, I don't. We were going inside, right?
Yeah, you guys were like right out here, and the skeleton ended up opening the door.
Yeah. So when he passes me by, I do that. I don't go for him. I wait till he passes me by.
You want to wait until he passes? Okay. So you're gonna wait your turn?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. So it is now Gamer's turn. I'm not sure what he wants to do. Let me actually type him really quick. To go to the room. But as we're waiting for his response, yeah, definitely prepare for what you're going to be doing next. This is definitely going to be the hard part if VC keeps doing that. Okay, so he wants to go to the room. Okay. So we'll kind of put him right there. And he doesn't see the skeleton just yet. Okay, it's the skeleton's turn. He is going to go right next to James and try to take a swipe at him. Let's see if he actually gets it. Whoops, wrong one. That is not the one I wanted to do. And he ends up hitting. Let's actually see how much he ends up hitting for. Okay, a D6. Okay, he ends up hitting you for 4, James. So you, hubby.
Beautiful.
He ends up swiping at you.
Okay. Do I do it? Can I get a dodge or no?
Yeah, go ahead and try a dodge. See if you can get it.
Trying to find dodge. Oh, there it is.
And FYI, you guys can do a dodge as
Nope.
well. Okay, you did. Yep, take 4. Take 4 damage. Yeah, let me
Okay.
know when you guys want to dodge. Okay, now it's back to your turn, hubby. What do you want to do?
Okay. All right. Take another shot.
Okay, roll a D100.
Mm-hmm. Why the heck did it roll 3 dice?
Oh, it ended up, you ended up getting it, so it ended up rolling the damage for you.
Oh, gotcha.
And you ended up hitting it for 1. You got 1. Okay.
Wow.
Minus.
Okay.
So you got a little bit of damage on him. Okay, Dallas, it's your turn.
Okay. Is the skeleton like with his back turned towards me?
He's facing James right now.
Yeah, but I don't know where he is. So is he like on the other side of the skeleton from me?
Oh, he's still in the room. And you are like right next to James, like next to the wall. You can't really see the skeleton unless you have to go into the room.
Hmm. Okay, I'll just go in and attack his joints. Whatever.
Okay, go ahead and do a D100. And you ended up hitting him. What's your... And go ahead and do your damage for what... You were doing your dagger, right?
Yes,
Okay, do your damage for your dagger.
my small knife.
Or
1d4.
Yep, do a D4. Holy crap!
Nice.
Nice. And since that, you end
Good
up
hit.
getting an extra damage. Okay, so he's down to there. Nice. Okay, Gamer. Okay, what? You're gonna be right back. Ah, Gamer. Okay, we'll kind of say that Gamer's kind of like right here, because Gamer can't really go in anyways. Unless you want to do something, Gamer. You can hear me, right? I hope you can hear me.
He stepped out to grab something for his phone.
If you need something, you can... Oh, you can wait? Okay. What would you like to do? It is your turn. Okay. Sheesh, you guys ended up, like, whooping this guy pretty quick. Okay, Skellington is attacking. Okay. Oh, I feel kind of bad that Gamer's thing ended up going bye-bye. Makes me feel bad. It's like, your audio.
Have a question. If I wield, if I dual wield like weapon, like one weapon in each hand, how does it work? Is it one dice for the two of them, and then the damage is one for each, or how?
It depends on the weapon. Some weapons you can do a duel. Some weapons you cannot. What weapons are you wanting to do
I'm
a
just
duel
wondering.
for?
I have like two knives, so I mean a switchblade and a small knife.
That is a miss. Okay, looks like Gamer ended up missing. Okay. Now it's back to the Skellington. Okay, the Skellington, so, Dos, did you end up going, like, right next to him? Like, right there?
Yeah, I guess so, because
Okay.
I have to.
I
It's
have
a
to
close
just
range.
make sure. Okay, he's kind of
But
wobbling a little bit since you ended up cutting his joints, but he's going right after you. Okay, let's see. He is not happy with you.
What do you mean he's not happy?
And
looks
he totally misses! Oh, he does not hit you at all.
nice.
Okay, it's back to you, hubby. What do you want to do?
I'm too hot for him to hit me.
At this point, very little luck using my gun, for shooting him. So I'm just gonna get right up in his business and smack him with the butt of the gun.
Oh, the butt of the gun?
You know,
Okay.
just
Do a D100, see if you hit him.
kind of club him with the butt of my gun.
Okay, do a D100 and see if you hit him.
So that was you. Oh, okay. So my club is currently 50. Would I be correct in saying that it's basically my club roll?
Yeah, it would be your club roll, if you hit it.
No.
And you miss.
No.
Yep, you end up missing. Okay, Dallas, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Use my martial arts skills, and I try to.
Okay, do a D100 and see if you hit him first.
Okay.
And
that
you
looks
miss. You miss as well.
Well, shit.
Okay. Is Gamer back? Okay, what would you like to do? Because he's almost dead. He's getting there. He's getting there. Gee, holy crap, can I spell? Okay. Oh, I think he gets what I mean. Do I ever allow followers to play with me? Yes. Yes. If you do want to play Jason Spade, I do have it in the Discord. Yep. Yeah, I have it in the Discord if you want to join D&D, which is going to be in August. Or you can even join this game if you want to. Oh, he ends up getting it! Okay. Hit. Now do damage.
Work.
Sweet, go gamer! Okay, I hope he understands what I mean by do damage. Oh, thank you, Dallas, for explaining it to me. I should have done better.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's because he hasn't been listening to.
Oh, and he ends up killing it. Good job. Okay, and he is gone. But the thing is, when he ends up dying, he completely disintegrates. Nothing ends up being left behind. Nothing. So what would you guys like to do now? You just defeated a skeleton. So awesome. Ah, thank you so much, Patrick, for that amazing auto host. I do appreciate it. So what would you guys like to do now?
Check the skeleton.
Well, the skeleton ended up completely disintegrating.
Like
nothing was left behind.
And gone.
Oh, well, let's check the room.
Check the room?
I was
okay.
gonna say, you guys check that. Let me check back with Mr. Blah. So
Yeah.
Mr. Fillmore.
So James goes to Mr. Fillmore, and I check the room.
Fillmore. There's
Yes, Mr. Fillmore.
the term.
Wow, you definitely need to get your
Yeah,
connection.
I'll go
hubby.
back and
Okay, well, we're
Double
waiting
check
for hubby
and
to
do
catch up.
with Fillmore.
Go ahead and do spot hiddens.
Spot hidden.
Yep, go ahead and do spot hiddens.
Okay, back.
Welcome back. We're starting to do spot hiddens, and you ended up getting it, sweetness. Do a check mark against your gun. So you ended up doing it with your your handgun. Do a check mark next to it.
Okay, so
You got nothing. Gamer, you go ahead and do your spot hidden. And for
I get a check mark against my handgun.
Okay. Yeah, definitely when you end up succeeding something, make sure you guys do your check marks. And you got nothing. You guys see absolutely nothing in this room. And go over to James. Mr. Fillmore actually ends up walking out. And he is completely fine. He has his scratch marks.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. As you can see, my scratch marks are actually healed. I don't understand, but I'm actually fine. So he looks fine. Like nothing's wrong with him. He doesn't hear voices anymore. Like he just feels awesome and amazing. And hubby ended up going bye-bye. I'm probably gonna have to call him back. But yeah, what else do you guys want to do while I try to get hubby back?
Did anybody find anything in the room?
Nope. You guys ended up failing your spot hidden checks.
I call Mr. Fillmore. I will I talk to him hey Richard, glad to see you're doing well. Long time no see. Sorry, I was sleeping when everyone was talking to you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay,
But
there we go.
yeah, I'm actually doing fine. Yeah, my scratches are gone, and I feel amazing. I don't understand what's going on. It kind of feels like every time those things pop up, I end up like just getting worse.
Hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. We saw Mr. Dunk.
Whoa, Dose, where did you go? You guys are leaving me. And then he ends up turning
think
over
you
to
I'm
jumped
not
James.
entirely
James.
sure what's going on.
Dose, no! Dose!
Everybody's been having connection issues today.
Yeah, it kind of seems like there has been.
I've just been having phone issues.
Well, it's our laptop that definitely has issues. We need to go and get something else, hubby. Are you back, Dose?
There we go.
Well, it's
Ah.
I need to get a new motherboard for that other laptop that I got from work. I'm pretty sure that's what we need to end up fixing.
Yeah,
As a
definitely,
new
because
motherboard.
that laptop's
Then-
terrible. Livia! Yeah, we ended up defeating a skeleton! You missed it. You missed it.
Yeah. Luvia, you want to jump back in, buddy?
But anyway, so what do you guys want to do? He's doing absolutely fine. Everything looks fine. You defeated a skeleton. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, so I want to make Mr. Fillmore help us look in the room. Since we already failed, I want to make him
Make him
look for us.
Well, he is a detective, but yeah, he
Yeah.
can definitely look. So he ends up looking into the room. The only thing that he ends up spotting was, as you expect, the green substance.
Don't
Where
touch
was it?
it.
And it's like right underneath the bed.
So weird. Let's. Is the bed like nailed to the floor or something? Can I move it?
Yeah, you can move it.
Can I like flip it?
Sure. Yes, you can move it or flip it.
Yeah, I want to flip it.
I
Okay.
See
threw it
what's,
on the
like,
ground.
under the bed. I
Okay.
don't
Bed
need
comes
your
off the train.
handouts. I'm an adult.
Okay, you flip the bed.
I throw it on the ground.
Or throw it on the ground, and you see the green substance. It's just in a little puddle, just sitting there. So what would you
So
guys
then
like to do?
There's nothing on the bed.
Nope. Nothing on the bed.
Hmm. I- Uh,
Well, is there?
is
So
there?
I like turn over to one of the guys. Hey, do we have like a glass or some? I don't know. Scoop,
Oh, you want to scoop up the green substance?
because I don't want to touch it. Yeah, it's like I don't want to touch it,
Well, you
You'll
do.
touch it, you
and
wanna
I don't want to
jump off
leave
the
it here
train.
for some. For
Well, you do have
I don't
your
want to
glass
leave
of beer.
this here for some poor soul to step.
Well, you do have your glass of beer.
he
You can
Sure.
dump out your
I've
beer.
got a bottle of beer.
No, you have a glass.
hasn't
You
he
have a
hasn't
glass.
drank it yet.
Well, he kind of was a little distracted by the skeleton. Or he was constantly just walking with it like everywhere.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, that's the only thing that you do have, unless you want to go and ask the chef.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
ask, has anybody come because of the gunshots? We don't see anybody like peering out or anything. Or
Like-
like train staff coming and asking what's up.
Oh, everybody's pretty much asleep at this point.
And they
Like, they
didn't
haven't woken up
get
yet.
up? No.
If I would
They
hear
are a
gunshots, I
lazy
would be
train.
awake.
Well, the train is pretty noisy, so maybe they're like used to all the noise of the train. I don't know Because it's an old train, and old trains are
Oh,
like...
yeah, it's very noisy. It is very, very noisy. But no, yeah, no one ended up waking up. You ended up doing it quietly, miraculously.
How do you shoot a gun quietly?
I have no idea. It just happened.
With skill. With skill. That's how
Exactly.
you do it. You do it very
so-
quietly. Shh.
James, you use your glass to like those things like scraping the floor, and maybe we can see what's underneath. I don't know if, I mean,
Well,
maybe the source of the green is on the
I was
floor,
hoping
you
to
know?
get more than just a little bit of it. I was hoping to possibly get the entire thing.
Whoop.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is.
I was hoping to
as
get
much
more
as you
than
can.
just a little bit of the sample. I was hoping to get the majority of it.
Yeah, as much as you can fit in the...
So that
Yep.
no one can jump off.
Wait, what? Did you say you're jumping off a train?
No. So that no one jumps off a train.
Oh, are you talking about like Mr. Duncan?
Yeah.
He's not on the train anymore. Like, you can't find him. All
I
that-
know. I said so no one does that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you
so
don't want it
no
to get on
one-
somebody.
Oh, gotcha. So no one ends up. Oh,
Yeah.
Jason Spade, it lasts 3 hours, by the way. Usually lasts 3 hours. But yeah, so no one ends up getting the... Yeah, that would be a very good idea. That goes... Wah! So you guys are going to collect all that green substance in James's beer glass.
Yep.
Okay. So you ended up collecting all of it, and nothing ended up happening. People have finally started to wake up and started to, I know, miraculously, ended up kind of seeing you in that bedroom. And actually, the head lady, wherever the heck she went to, where the heck did I put her? Oh, there she is. She ended up noticing you guys sitting there, or kind of like out there in the bed, or in that bedroom. She ends up asking, "What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What in the world? Why'd you turn that bed over?"
Do you see the
I
green
wasn't part
stuff
of it.
that's here?
What green stuff? Oh, you mean that puke stuff that's in that guy's glass?
No, it's not puke. It's a very weird substance that we're analyzing.
Very weird substance. What you mean?
It
Caused the
makes...
dude to jump off the train.
Oh,
It's
that
caustic.
dude?
I wouldn't touch it.
Oh,
Yeah, it makes people
yeah.
very, very sick to the touch.
I,
At least to the touch.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to touch that stuff. Yeah,
Yes,
get it out of
we-
here.
We were collecting it, so don't worry about it.
Okay, well, please try to clean up your mess. Dang. Sheesh, you made a mess. And then she ends up kind of walking off. And of course, she tries to go and find her boo, wherever her boo went to. Oh, her boo's over there still. They just like to stand usually where they like to be. Like, that dude usually just stands over there in the corner waiting for her boo. But, anyway, so, what do you guys want to do now?
There was nothing on the floor, right? Like under the green stuff?
Nope. Just the green stuff.
Okay. Do we know who this from? That's what I wanted to ask the lady, whatever.
Alright.
I guess we can ask tomorrow to whoever's in charge here. Whose was this room? We might need to know if that skeleton actually belonged to someone or not.
Okay, so do you want to fast forward until tomorrow? Because the train is going to be arriving to Austin tomorrow.
I think I'm okay with what we have today. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, is Mr. Spillmore still staying with us?
Yeah,
Mr.
he'll be staying with you guys. Yes, he'll be pretty
Mr.
much.
Fillmore, do you want to cuddle?
Is Mr.
He's. I'm good. I'm good.
Don't,
I don't go that way.
All right, it's your loss, man. I'll go sleep.
Okay, so you guys are fast forwarding until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward time. You end up. Pretty much you're fairly close to getting to Austin. You ended up waking up at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, and you should be arriving within an hour. So what would you guys like to do?
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is find someone like in charge of this
So
place.
how far out of Austin
Hubby,
are we?
you're kind of a little breaking there. It's like. So what were you saying, Daos?
I just want to find someone in charge and ask him who was the owner of that room where we found the skeleton.
Oh, the head lady would know. She would
Okay, I
definitely
want
know.
to find them. I want to find her.
She's
So I
usually
go looking for her.
usually in the dining car. Usually in the dining car. Robot! I know, right? And it is in roll 20, by the way. So you're gonna go find her. Ooh, itchy. But yeah, she's usually just right in the dining car if you guys want to talk to her. Is that what you guys want to do? Sorry, it's getting silent in here.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the head lady, whatever.
Okay, so yeah, she usually goes into the dining car. She always kind of gets ready for breakfast because you guys are gonna get a really nice breakfast before you end up leaving. And yeah, so Dos, you're gonna go to her first?
Yeah.
Okay. So she ends up just kind of cleaning up the plates, organizing everything. And she kind of looks over at you and she's like, "What do you want? I can see you staring. What do you want?"
I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You know, I was cleaning my room and I heard some noises in the room next to me. I was wondering if you knew who's the owner of that room. I might want to go talk to him.
Oh.
Or her.
Oh, let me actually check out my book. I got my book right here. She kind of skims past it. And she's like, "Oh, that room. No one ended up checking into that room, but that room is actually reserved for a person with the initials of S and G. SG. I'm not entirely sure. This is very confusing."
It might be a suicide girl. I'm very acquainted with them. I like them, actually. Okay. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, dear.
Oh, you're welcome.
If you happen to remember something else about this person, please let me know.
The only thing I remember is this person ended up, just pretty much ended up just paying straight up cash. And they ended up giving me a letter to just reserve that room. And no one ended up boarding. I don't remember where I put the letter. I don't have the letter. I think I probably threw it away. But yeah, that's all I can remember. They ended up paying with cash. And it was in an envelope, too. Like, I never even got to see the face.
Huh, interesting. Well, if you do remember anything else, please be sure to let me know. Like if you find that card, that letter or something, it'd be very helpful for finding that person. Okay, sweetie?
Oh,
I'll make it worth your
absolutely.
while.
Oh, absolutely. Anything to help out.
Okay, thank you, dear.
Well, anyway, so she gets back into doing it and doing it, getting back to her dishes, and she has up. Hey, everybody! Last minute to get some breakfast. We're gonna be getting off here in just a few minutes, so get your breakfast.
Okay. Go to
Last call for grub.
Last call, yeah.
Yeah, and she has like a big old triangle. Last call. As my voice breaks. So, what you guys' plans now? Getting some breakfast? Are you gonna need a new charger, gamer? Go get your charger. So, do you guys want breakfast, or you just want to head out?
I want breakfast. I only had like half a tomato soup.
Yeah, half, since most of it ended up going on to the waiter. But anyway, so you end up hearing the chef barking again. It's like, I'm hurrying, I'm hurrying. And then he ends up looking at you guys who's trying to get breakfast and said, hey, what do you guys want? I'm going to hurry up and get it done. What do you want? And he doesn't even wait for the waiter. He just yells at you. Okay. What about you?
The stream, I think
Is something going on with the stream?
yeah, I mean it's frozen for me
Really?
in the stream, and they said that it's frozen for him too.
Oh, really?
So I'm not sure if you can check it out.
Here.
If it's us or if it's so. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just letting
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
not seeing anything on my end. Like, I'm not dropping any frames. Like, I can kind of see my webcam wigging out a little bit.
Let me. There we go. I think
Is it
it's
better?
forward now.
It's working better? Okay.
Yeah. I had to refresh.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was maybe my XSplit. XSplit likes to have problems sometimes. But anyway, so you guys get your breakfast. The chef pretty much just slams it on the table. It's like, here you go. And getting your breakfast on.
Thanks, Chevy.
And he ends up just walking past. And kind of speeding forward as you eat your breakfast.
Yeah.
The head lady ends up, okay, everybody. Not in that kind of accent. Like, everybody off the train. You ended up arriving. So let's get going.
Awesome. Let's go.
I know, it's so wonderful.
I don't know
people.
what we're gonna do here since we already found Richard, but you know, might as well get off the train.
Okay, so you guys get off the train, and Richard actually ends up saying, wait, you guys, wait. Kind of looks around a little bit. Wait a minute. This is Austin, isn't it?
Yes, you were coming here. We actually came to Austin because we were told you were coming to Austin.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember. I'm supposed to be talking to servant girl. Shoot. I was supposed to be doing that like a couple days ago. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, actually,
crap.
that's what we came here for. To
Yeah,
find
we
you
were-
after
Yeah,
you did
we were,
that.
yeah, we're supposed to do an investigation of servant girl. Yeah, because there was like a couple of women that ended up getting killed up at Illinois. And so they ended up combining both of us.
I see.
So, yeah, well, I need to actually get headed over there, like, really quick. You guys want to come?
Yeah, sure.
I was just about to ask if we could join.
Okay, let's get going. And so he ends up immediately getting into a carriage and assuming you guys go along.
Yeah, we follow him, but I stay a little behind to James and Eugene and tell them like, hey guys, I'm not sure when, but we should probably eventually tell Richard about his police station or sheriff's station or whatever it was. I mean, what's left of it.
What's left of it? Yeah.
Yeah, probably after the whole investigation thing, when we come back, maybe. It's gonna be a hard look for him.
Yeah, I think telling him right now is probably not the best thing to do.
Yeah,
we need
it would
him
probably
focused.
So he
But yeah,
doesn't. You
you
guys
guys
are
know.
whispering, right? So he doesn't hear any of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, we'll tell him later. Let's go into the car. Let's
Cart.
get going into car music.
Okay, so you guys end up arriving at the Austin police station.
And can you call Gamer again?
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't going on. Are you there, Gamer?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. I have everyone but Scott.
Oh, you have everyone but Scott? Hubby.
Yeah.
Hubby.
Yes, I'm here.
Can you hear him?
Yes. I can't hear anything from him.
You guys can't hear each other? That's weird.
Yeah, that's very weird. I'm not sure how to fix that.
Can everybody hear me?
I can.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Can everybody hear Gamer?
Sup?
Okay, Dawes
Sup.
can hear. It's okay if hubby can't hear you. Okay, so
Yeah, Scott doesn't really matter anyway, so nah.
yeah. But anyways, so you end up coming into the police station, and we'll kind of
Actually, Scott,
yay. Okay, we're gonna switch over to here because we won't be on Roll20 for a little while. So anyway, you guys end up coming to the front desk, and what do you guys do? You end up seeing like just the.
There.
Are you there, hubby?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Well, you
Yep.
end up coming to the front desk of the Austin, Texas Police. Or I didn't even need to put Texas in there, but Austin Police Station. And the lady in the front, she's just pretty much just writing down stuff. And then she ends up looking up to you guys like, ah, finally you ended up arriving, Richard. And who are these young folk? And she kind of looks at Gamer a little bit like antsy, like, do I know you?
Eugene.
Oh yeah, Eugene. Sorry. Thank you for catching me on that one.
No.
I'm keeping my eye on you. Then she kind of looks over at to James. It's like, is this like the people that you were telling me that you were gonna bring? Because I know you were gonna bring someone.
Oh shit.
And Richard's like, no, I was gonna bring a couple of other people, but they're preoccupied right now. And I've been trying to get in touch with them, but I can't get in touch with Mr. Duncan or anybody. But these people will do. I definitely trust James. I've been really good friends with James for quite some time. But, we're here to talk with Servant Girl. Ah, Servant Girl. Well, just go ahead and step in there. Servant Girl is right in there. If you guys want to go and ask some questions. And you guys end up going into the booth with Servant Girl. And what would you guys like to do? Because Richard ends up kind of like looking at you guys. It's like, you guys go ahead since you guys know more than this than me. I don't remember anything.
I don't remember much either. Anybody wants to take the lead?
Don't
Wait, we are in the
much
same
either.
room. We all of us at the same time with the servant girl.
Yes, every single one of you guys are in with Servant Girl. And he is a huge, huge guy. He's like humongous, and he's kind of just like staring at the table, not even looking at you guys. Like almost like you guys don't even exist.
I'm honestly at a loss. I don't know how to really go. What to say?
So you guys, do you guys
Okay.
want to ask him questions?
Yeah.
Okay. What questions would you like to ask?
Okay, I will start then. Do we have this like typical interrogation room that with a table and one chair in front of the other?
Yes.
Okay, so I sit on the other one. I sit on one of the chairs and go like, oh, well, you're servant girl. You're way more handsome than I thought you'd be.
Then he ends up looking at you, and he goes, "Pff," and he looks back down.
Oh, it's okay. I know you would look down on me. Someone of your caliber, there's no way you would be interested in a guy like me. But how about these other girls that you've been, being, talked about getting along with? Can you tell me about them?
And then he looks at you like, and he kind of leans back. You talking about the girls I murdered? Is that who you talking about? The girls I made
So you
scream?
admit it?
Oh yeah, I've been admitting it this whole time. I don't understand why I'm still in this room.
Well, let us know what you have been doing lately. Well, can you remind me the date when you got captured and brought here?
The date that I ended up getting captured. It was in September sometime. I don't remember. Why do you even care?
No reason. I was just wondering about, your life. I'm interested about you.
My life?
What? Yeah.
You want to
what?
know my life?
Sure, why not? You seem like an interesting fella.
You want to know interesting? Let me tell you. And then he suddenly just shuts up and went completely blank. Like he ended up like almost like looking like a ghost. Like almost a ghost with like brain damage and brain dead. And he just stares at you. And doesn't say anything. What do you guys do now?
So, we poke at
There's
him.
a hand right in front of his. Hey there. Hello.
He doesn't even blink.
Anybody
There's a fly that ends up going like right onto his eyeball.
I had
And he's
my
completely
mic
still.
muted.
I say that again?
I was talking and then I had my mic muted.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. So what do you guys do? This servant girl just completely just remains still. Nothing is phasing this man.
It's like him to table or something.
Yes, he is handcuffed to the table. Like he has like shackles, like covering both of his wrists.
I reach across the table and I slap him. Just slap, slap. Right on the face, right on the cheek. It's like, wake up! Get it!
Smack, smack. And then suddenly he ends up jerking back. And he kind of looks at you guys like, who are you? What am I doing here? Then he starts juggling like the things like quite a bit. And he ends up breaking one of them. And he goes right for you, James. And he ends up stealing your gun. And he shoots himself.
Oh, that was
Oh,
incredibly useful.
I know, right?
So, no chance for me to try and fend him off or anything. It just happens.
It happens fairly quickly. You can't do absolutely anything. He catches you
Okay.
off
No
guard.
time for me to react.
Nope.
Well, since we're here, do you have that green stuff with you?
Do we? Yeah, you guys still have the green stuff, yes.
Yeah?
How
Yeah,
about we-
what? Do you want me to,
how
like,
about-
pour it on this guy?
Yeah, how about
Yeah,
we
it's gonna
feed a little to this
bit of-
guy? Just a little bit, though. I don't want to waste it all.
So you guys want
That's a little morbid, friend.
Well, we need to know what the green stuff does, and this is a rare opportunity that we can test it on a human, even if it's dead. So
So
You're a little
well-
sick, buddy.
well, look at me. I don't have a gender. My so, yeah, sick is what I was born with.
I would understand if I would say something like that because I'm like the criminal, but the exotic dancer is saying that, which is weird.
you do have a point there. So, you guys do want to
Yeah, but-
pour some green stuff on him?
No. I still stand by the point that that's sick and disturbing.
Well, while you guys
Oh,
are
well, if you don't-
debating,
If you guys don't want to, that's alright. It was just,
I
was
guess
just a
I guess
suggestion.
for the schlop.
well, anyways, while you guys are debating this, the sheriff of the department ends up running and is like, "What the hell ended up happening? Who did this? What happened?" And he ends up looking at.
I point at Scott. I point at Eugene.
You point at Eugene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
You're the criminal, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, but if anyone had to be, it would be James.
That's true.
So
I don't know, I point at
my
James.
No,
I'm just
it's
creating chaos.
what happened here is whoever ended up looking up this printer didn't obviously whole PM. He threw his trains, gun and killed him.
What?
By the way, I
Oh,
take the gun
crap.
back. You, James.
Yeah, and then he ends up kind of
Your
like, he kind of looks down and he's like, then he kind of looks over at one of his deputies like, crap, we were trying to get information from him. And Well, looks like we can't do much now. Well...
Oh. Question. Do you have any, do you have a any of the, other interviews or interrogations that you, did with him?
Well, that's the problem. We used to have him. We wanted to interrogate him and see where the heck they are. And we thought that maybe he may have brought it to Illinois. I don't know. But, like, so all of his stuff ended up disappearing.
So, this stood me. So, the entire time that he has been your prisoner, you've been doing interrogations, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and do you have any transcripts? Copies found out during said interviews? Anything?
No. They're all gone. That's the problem.
What?
Yeah, all the notes and everything. All of our interrogations.
How the... how...
I don't know. It happened. And that's what we were trying to talk to him about, but...
Rates 1 star on Yelp.
Huh?
Rates 1
No.
star on Yelp.
No offense, Sheriff. No offense. A backward depart are you running here, where you are allowing your men to use files and who can't even chain up a prison?
To be honest, I don't know. Because we thought we chained him up pretty well. And I thought we filed him. I actually personally filed him myself. But they're gone.
I hate to be the person to put to you this way. Sure. Something's not right in your house. You need to clean chopper.
I've been kind of thinking that myself. I wanted to get information from him, see if he could possibly show me the way, but ugh. But I can tell you this. There's one thing I do remember from the files. He kept on telling me about this town that's off to the west, next to Austin, that we needed to go and check out. But we never got around to it.
In this town?
Yeah, it's trying to remember the town's name. But it's an old abandoned town. It's on the west of Austin. It's really hard to miss. But he kept on talking about that. And that's about it. That's all I remember.
You're gonna find, we will have a chip of knowing which town you're talking about here. Chip, we're not from around these parts, so one's just like the other us. Suggestion on how you can figure out who just was?
I'd probably ask my deputies. My deputies know it more than I do, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
I don't dare go in that part of town.
You're the
I know. It's too spooky for me. Yes, he's a very lazy sheriff, a little bit.
Right, fair enough. Now, the madam a worthwhile of. All right.
Nice words. So, what do you guys want to do? Because he ends up pretty much just stampering off because he's so frustrated and he doesn't want to talk to you guys anymore.
He probably doesn't want to talk with me because I keep on basically pointing
Yeah,
out.
you pretty much pissed him
and
off. You ended up making him
Good.
mad. So what do you guys want to do now?
Yeah, I'm there.
Like, I'm just gonna go up I'm gonna just. I'm gonna go off on a tangent and say something right, Sheriff. He has something to do with this.
You think there's something wrong with the sheriff?
Something wrong.
He's like
With yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about like corruption, like he worked with them.
Mhm.
Okay. That's definitely a possibility.
Shifrelmer's with us.
Yes, he is with you guys. Yes, he's been there pretty much the whole time. And I do apologize if I keep on... Yeah, I'm dropping a little bit of frames.
You know, during this whole situation, I'm just also turning to him. It's like, Sheriff, oh, you run your own department, so you've got a little bit better of an understanding about this type of wheelhouse. But what do you think?
Oh, I'm just as confused as you are. I actually don't even understand why I'm here, to be honest. I don't remember. All I remember is that I needed to be here and talk with Servant Girl.
Okay, you don't even remember the daily operations in regards towards your own department?
Oh, my own department! I thought you were talking about this department. Yeah, my department was actually pretty
saying,
good.
Well, what I'm getting at, Sheriff, is using your department, running your
office. I get you. You're talking about like the ethics of this department.
Yeah. What do you feel like? Just using your gut. What can?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
I kind of do feel a little iffy that this might be a little bit sketchy, but just like I said, I'm still a little loopy from the whole situation that ended up happening on the train. But I'm kind of a little bit iffy with it. That's my take with it.
Well, guys, any suggestions on where to go from here? Any ideas?
What about we go to this
Not
town
really.
or whatever? We leave Mr. Fillmore here to gather information from within the police station.
Okay, so you want to actually go to the town?
I think that might be a bit good idea.
Okay.
Well, before we get there, let's talk with some of the deputies and kind of get
an accurate.
find out and see if we can figure out with the deputies who performed the earlier interviews with Servant Girl. So maybe we can talk directly towards whoever did those interviews. Get it straight from the horse's mouth.
Okay. So you want to talk with a couple of the deputies? Because there is one deputy that's like pretty much just sitting there reading a book right outside of the investigation room. And then there's another deputy that's kind of looks like he's wandering. Not really doing much, just kind of like he's in daydreaming.
Mm-hmm.
In a trance.
Yeah, kind of like in a trance, yeah. So do you guys want to ask any of those deputies? Because there are other deputies in other rooms, but those are the ones that you see.
The deputy that's posted right by the interview room. And, hey, excuse me, deputy.
Huh? What? What? What?
Easy there. Okay.
Sorry, I've been kind of on edge lately. My boss has been riding my ass. I don't know what to do.
Well, minor suggestion. One of the better things you could do is, your job and read. But that's just a suggestion. And beyond that
I'm
fact,
sorry,
I was
but I've got
hoping
to
you could help
study.
me
I've got to study.
answer a few questions for me.
Okay, what?
So, we were talking with the sheriff, and he was telling us that the servant girl's file has seems to be in some different portions. We were hoping that you could help us point us in the right direction of who may have. Can you not hear me?
I can kind of hear you, but you're kind of glitchy a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. Now you're better.
Okay, I'm better now.
Yes.
Okay. So, like what I was trying to get at was, I was hoping that you could help point us in the direction of whoever performed the earlier. Am I losing me again?
I got what you meant. I got what you meant, though. So you're asking me that who ended up doing the investigations?
Yes.
Oh, that was actually that deputy over there, and he's pointing to the one that's kind of like wandering off and daydreaming. Yeah, I wasn't part of that investigation. I was actually let's see. I think I was actually off to do a robbery at that day. But yeah, I wasn't part of that one. He was.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I need to get back to my studying. And he kind of goes back into his book. Okay. So you're going to go and talk with that deputy, or going to do something else?
We can keep asking other deputies if we see any.
What was that, hun? You kind of cut out there for a second.
Yes, we'll go to the deputy.
Oh, you want to go to the deputy? Is that what you want to do as well, Daos? Or do you want to go and talk with other ones?
We can go. That's okay.
You want to go to that deputy? Okay. So you end up going to that deputy, and he ends up kind of just like I said, kind of just like looking around. Kind of just looking down. Almost like he's just really in deep, deep thought. You guys want to ask some questions?
If he's looking down and everything, maybe. I have some thoughts real quick.
Oh yeah.
The dude's like looking down and everything. Is he at a desk where you can't see his hands or something like that?
Do you guys? You can do a spot hidden.
Okay.
Okay.
I have some extremely bad
Go for it.
latency issues, so is kind of bad to see.
I can
Um,
understand.
Spot hidden. I don't think I clicked. Oh, there you go. Did not see anything.
Nope. Okay, so you didn't see anything on his hands. But I can definitely tell you, yeah, he doesn't have anything on his hands. Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys want to search some more on him? Do you want to go and ask him? What do you guys want to do?
I just want to make sure that he didn't have.
Oh, he has like the green substance
Okay.
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with his hands.
Okay. So I'll walk up to the deputy and
Okay, and you're going to ask him some questions?
if he'll allow us. It's like, excuse me, deputy, is everything?
Sorry? Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Sorry, I'm just, and he's kind of like jumpy. Like, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
All right, all right. Glad to hear. But we're told by one of you were the investigation on making fun of.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about Servant Girl.
Just kidding,
Yeah, I was a part of that investigation. What do you want to know about it?
Hey guys, why don't you take over since I'm so clippy?
Okay, what kind of questions do you want to ask him? Dos? Gamer? Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What kind of questions do you want to ask this deputy?
Um.
I had my mic muted again.
I've had that happen before.
You can ask him, gamer. I mean, Eugene. Haha.
So, what's this small town scene that the? I'm not good with that question.
It's okay, I get what you mean. Oh, you're talking about the small town? Oh, that he kept on talking about? Oh, that's an abandoned town. It's called Menomet. I know it's kind of a funky town, but yeah, that's Menomet. He's talking about Menomet town.
What can you tell us about that town?
Oh, what can I not tell you about that town? It's a haunted place. I would not want to go there. That place is very scary. Even though there has been a couple times where I've had to go down there
it's haunted
to
place
do some
too.
drug busts. So why do you want to go to that town?
Well, we're looking for certain files, documents,
Oh,
and our clues leading us there, so...
I wouldn't go there. I would not go there if I were you.
It's okay. I make friends of ghosts
Oh,
and stuff like that.
okay. Wait, are you? Ah, Richard Fillmore. Oh, I've been waiting for you guys. Oh. And he ends up kind of looking around, making sure no one sees. I gotta make sure I give you this. And he ends up giving you a gramophone. Like a kind of disc it so you can actually listen to it. It's like, this is part of the interview. I wasn't supposed to take it, but I did. But here, take it. I don't know, but I'm kind of iffy with what's been going on. Like, lots of stuff have been lost. So here, take this. I know Richard Fillmore will definitely take care of it. And he ends up handing it over to you guys. So you end up getting this gramophone of the interview of Servant Girl.
Nice.
You're welcome. Yeah, just don't mention me. I wasn't the one who gave it to you. And then he kind of just backs off a little bit and kind of just makes sure no one ends up seeing.
What?
Mum's the word.
So what would you guys like to do? Do you guys want to listen to this, or do you want to... What would you guys like to do? Or talk more to the deputy, or talk to more deputies?
I guess we can go into a room and listen to it. I don't know.
Okay, there is a...
I think listening to it would be the best option.
You want to do what? I didn't quite hear that.
I think listening to it is the best option.
Listening to it is the best option. Okay, there is a library that's down the hall next to the investigation room, and they do have a gramophone there. If you guys do want to use the gramophone.
Still,
You want to hear it? Okay, so you guys want to head there? Okay. So you guys end up going in there, and there's the gramophone, and as you end up, hopefully you guys can hear this. If not, then everybody else can hear it, and I'll just reiterate it to you guys. Okay. Let me pull it up really quick. If it will pull up, that's the question. Oh, there we go. Can you guys hear it?
No.
I feel like I didn't even hear it.
You can't hear anything?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Oh, lame. Okay.
I feel like listening.
Nah. Go ahead and do your listen rolls.
Okay.
Because we are going to be doing our skills anyway. So go ahead and do your listening skills. And let me know who ends up getting it. Because I can't see it on my side. Because I ended up accidentally closing roll 20.
I passed critically.
You passed critically? Oh, boy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so this is what you ended up hearing. Let me pull it up really quick. Okay. So this is what you ended up hearing. In the town you preside, there's a place you can't hide. A ghost of past will find you, for the toll is now due. This one is a mock behind a sickened rock. Listen to Dragon's sass, not the fowl's ass. That's what ended up going through the... what you heard. And then it ended up just immediately cutting off. And during that, you could kind of hear like something in the background that was kind of like groggly. Like almost a little bit demonic. I know, right? Isn't that just awesome? So what do you guys want to do with that information?
Listen to that, or did we all?
Since he was the only one who ended up hearing it, he's the only one who heard it. So he probably has to blob it to you. Okay, he blobbed it to you. Now all of you guys know it.
Okay, cool.
Could
Yes.
fail.
Huh? Say that one more time.
What happens if you crit
happens
fail
if
on
you-
a listen roll?
What happens if you crit fail listening?
Oh, when you crit fail, you end up getting more information, which I ended up giving to you. You end up hearing something demonic in the background. And,
When you crit fail, you crit succeed.
huh?
When you
Oh,
get
when
like
you
a
crit
high,
fail. Oh, you don't hear diddly squat.
so there's for 100.
Like last time.
Yeah, well, with listening, it kind of depends on what you're listening to. If you end up, like for instance with this, you just don't hear diddly squat. But if you ended up like, for instance, you're trying to listen to a conversation, there's a possibility you could possibly alert the person that's you are listening to.
Or that too.
Yeah, you could get into deep doo-doo. But since you're just listening to a, something like this, yeah, you just probably don't hear anything. Yeah. If that makes sense at all. So what would you guys like to do now?
If you like, we stepped on.
That could be a possibility as well. Like, there's a lots of possibilities that could happen.
In this case, nothing happened.
Yep. So, what would you guys like to do?
I guess we should write down whatever. So, do you have it like written down?
No. You only get it one time, and one time only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is when you end up trying to rehear it, all it is static.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I remember that it finished with ass. Which is very... Yeah, you could hear the thing in the back. Oh. So what do we do? Go to town?
Honestly,
Yeah, do you guys want to try to go to the town?
Let's go.
Okay, so you want to go to the abandoned town.
that's why it's our best option.
It's the best option. Okay, well, you guys, let's actually go ahead and end it right there before you end up going to the abandoned town. Because if we end up going in there, it will be a lot longer.
Lasts us several hours.
Yeah. So, go ahead and do your checkmark skills. Go ahead and see if you end.
Do one.
Or do one. Sorry. Do one. Sorry. I'm still getting used to this. So yeah, go ahead and do the skills. Make sure that you end up getting higher than the number of what your skill is. If you end up getting higher, that means you ended up succeeding on developing that skill. And then huh? You do a D1 or D100.
Oh,
Um,
caveat towards it. One random. It's like as long as you have 5 in that skill or not, you can be able to put a check mark. Say meta fused meta. You mark next. One at a
Yeah, you end up getting the ones that you ended up receiving throughout the game through, and then you get one random one. And by the way, hubby, you can come in here. I ended up getting rid of it, so you can't.
It's okay.
You can't see anything. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a really awesome, amazing time. I was hoping you would get to the town, because that's where it ends up getting really deadly. I will give it to you. I will definitely give that to you guys.
So,
after you get you roll,
Yeah, you end up rolling, isn't it a die 4, right, hun? Die 4?
Yes.
Die 4, okay. So after you end up succeeding, do a die 4, and then you add whatever you get on your die 4 to your skill. Then you develop more skills. Yay! And hopefully Luvia will be able to join. And hopefully maybe he'll have some information.
Sweet. I failed.
if we a T,
Yeah, if you end up doing your, like for instance, if you ended up using a handgun, you can develop your handgun skill. Or if you ended up using like a hand weapon, kind of depends on the hand weapon actually. Like if you ended up like punching someone, you could use fist, like develop fist and whatnot. Well, you guys, we're going to end right here. We are going to be heading over to the abandoned town in the next one. I do apologize that it's been kind of glitchy. It's been very glitchy.
It has been glitchy.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Like, it's been glitchy on my end. It's been glitchy on everybody's end. It's just one of those days, I guess. But anyway, you guys, I will see you guys on Monday on the stream. We're going to probably be playing, we're probably most likely going to be playing some more Splatoon. And also going to be celebrating Memorial Day. Definitely give some respects to that day. It's awesome and amazing. But I will see you guys. You guys are so awesome!
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
Good
See
game.
ya!